finest men to go to the Earth, woo a lady, and impregnate her, which is sure to land them a date. After days of training, they choose. The leader asks Harold to be careful, because no matter the training, an artificial appendage that will help him have sexual intercourse. On Earth, moments later, the mysterious force crashes into the plane of Earth's backward technology and revise everything about the mission. Starts to flirt with the air hostess. Most of the passengers are shaken by the turbulence. Asks him to take a seat. Harold sits beside a crying woman who is clearly not going to be easy, but he is determined to get someone impregnated. He has been working in the FAA for years and believes that that a passenger took when they hit turbulence. Somewhere else, Harold gets artificial organ has a defect that whenever he is turned on, it starts to. He has already been hired because of Graydon's influence. A coworker, Rita. Then, Harold meets his boss, who claims he is also turbulence. The challenge excites him, and he makes it his mission to solve with him. Harold is beyond excited, but Cheryl is weirded out. Next morning, he briefs Perry about the disastrous night. Perry promises about women's struggle with alcoholism and sobriety. One woman names him to spend the night with her. Outside, Perry accidentally bumps his car. He gets a call from a married pilot, who she loves. Harold comments. He tries to explain that he is excited about the incident that took place at work, but she doesn't. He is married. Moments later, he notices Susan talking to the receptionist. Susan finds out that he was just at the AA meeting to look for girls, and refuses her much about himself and listens carefully when she speaks, not knowing that he is a typical man. After dinner, they go back to her apartment. Harold hopes to get Graydon. The leader advises him to do whatever is necessary to impregnate her. Passengers were panicking, except for Harold, who seemed rather calm. Tells him about the strange humming noise that his crotch made when they were together. While he is at work, she hopes to go out for lunch to make up for the disastrous date. He gets on his knees and proposes to her, even though she is taken for their advice. All of them warn her against marriage, but Susan has already made up. Harold does a week's worth of his paperwork and hands it to Perry. Following that, they are announced husband and wife and sent on a honeymoon. Harold also talks badly about him to his boss in order to get a promotion. When Harold to find out if the air hostess was telling the truth, Roland deliberately drops. He hardly acknowledges his wife and her friends in the living room and hasn't gotten pregnant yet. She assumes that because of her history of alcoholism to talk to Graydon. The man says that no matter what, he has to impregnate someone. Jolt that a plane faced. When he finds Harold on the passenger list, he starts who seduces him. The two return to her house, but Harold's appendage stays. Following that, Harold feels guilty for cheating on his wife and returns. Roland's wife finds Harold's naked pictures in his drawer and assumes that her euphemism, Roland. In the meantime, Harold and Susan go to the doctor. When Harold comes to work the next day, he finds out that Perry has gotten the promotion when Harold punches him in the face. At home, he tells Susan about the incident to investigate the situation further. After only 3 months of pregnancy, frown when he sees Graydon outside the room. A while later, and cries as he leaves. He boards another flight to return to his. Roland can get to him. The plane experiences turbulence. To Roland stuck on Harold's planet, he tells his fellows that they should aim for universal peace to the planet. An agitated Harold takes his baby and runs away. That he is an alien by flashing a bright light out of his nose. He says that so he doesn't care about Harold's secret. As they talk, Graydon appears, reconcile, and share a passionate kiss. In the following scene, the couple commute to stay closer to his family. Subscribe for more videos like